All right, Archero 2, should you be spending money inside this beach party event? If you saw the video from yesterday, I said probably wasn't a good idea. Save your money, save your gems for the whole angler bounty. Not that we can go and use gems in this, but I had originally said not to spend money. And two things I want to say, I've had a lot of people asking about the Abyssal Guide and what that was inside the exchange shop. That's actually the skin for the Demon King Atreus. You can actually see the stats right here for it, and this is something, unless you are spending money, you'll probably never end up seeing. The other thing I've had people asking too was what the currency I was using. That is Arrow's site. You can get this from the Habby store, which is a website, which is the makers of this game. And by going over there and purchasing packs on that, you get an extra 10% versus going and getting it in game, which they have to go and give part of the revenue to the Apple App Store and even Google Play Games. But back to what we were saying, I know I said we weren't going to spend on this, and $45 later, here I am. I did go and get the actual fund for this, which we log in every day, can get 50 shells out of that, and then I bought these 3 packs right here. Which, by the way, the shells, if you don't use them, you lose them after this event. The title star cores, though, apparently will stay in your inventory, at least if I read that right, every 40 spins. Title star cores will remain after the event. Everything else will be going away, so make sure you cash it in before it's up. So what's the sudden change in my heart here that I said, you know what, I'm gonna go and dump money into this, or Arrow's site in this situation? Well, the more I started thinking about it, I wasn't really crazy about spend on this event, but looking at the rewards here in the exchange shop, the only way that you are going to get either these purple epic ones here, or even the legendary ones like that Demon King Atreus, is if you are going to be spending money. If you get really lucky, maybe, but your chances of going and hitting 3 sets of these title star cores, which technically as a pity would be 120. I mean, if you got lucky, it is possible, but knowing this game, that's not going to be the case. Which really, for you free-to-play players out there, if you do land some of these title star cores, your chances of getting this are probably going to go and be Alex, Nyanja, and Helix. I mean, unless you do hang on to these things, but honestly, it might be months before we go and see this again. Demon King Atreus, we did kind of see that, I think, every 2 months, maybe a month and a half, and I still don't even have that unlocked yet and haven't really spent a lot, but in a situation like this, you might find yourself waiting a while for just going and getting one of those skins. Even with me going and spending that $45, however much it was, I only got 4 of these things, and I think I'm only going to get a total of 6 on this. So for me, I'm going to go for that Rolla one, the whole ice witch there, just so I can lock that in, because I'm not certain when the next time we're going to see it. These Nyan ones, they seem to pop up pretty regularly, but as far as that ice one, this might be kind of a one chance to get this before it really pops up again. So in a situation where you are just maybe a light spender on this, you really want to get some of those outfits that aren't going to be just the basic common ones, then yeah, go in, maybe get the fund on it, and probably maybe a pack or so. But other than that, free to play, I wouldn't really worry about this at all, and I'd rely on that whole angler's bounty to go and get some good rewards out of that. But if you're looking at this event right now and everything looks so confusing because there's just a bunch of stuff in here, the whole volleyball thing, you're struggling on that, you might want to take a look at this video right here explaining everything about this. So thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.